What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I know it has been a while. There's been a lot going on. I built up a distribution business. I moved. I got married. I went on a honeymoon. There's been a lot going on over here in the life of Garrett, but we are back for good now. We're going to be bringing, ideally, I'm not going to commit to it, but ideally, weekly YouTube videos. So a lot of cool stuff in the works, a lot of cool videos I'm going to bring to you guys, so stay with me. But welcome back to the channel. I'm happy to be back and pumped to be putting out content on this platform again. In today's video, we're actually going to be doing a deep dive into SellerAmp, how to use it, how it can benefit your business, and how to maximize its capability here in 2024. All right, so here on my screen, we obviously have our fancy SellerAmp extension pop-up box on the right-hand side here. At the very core, at the very high level of SellerAmp, it answers three questions. Can you sell it? How many times can you sell it? And how profitable can you be selling it? Right? Those three items, those three questions, if you answer those questions efficiently, effectively, and accurately, every single product you look at, you're going to win in Amazon. It's a very simple game. Right? Those are the three questions that we have to be focused on. And I'm going to walk through those three questions specifically and how it pertains to SellerAmp and how SellerAmp can answer each of those individual questions. Starting from the top, can you sell it? That's going to be mainly an account health issue. And luckily, SellerAmp gives us that information clear and concisely at the top, right? Eligible. So the cool thing about SellerAmp is it's going to link right into your Amazon account, and it's going to tell you based on a particular brand, based on a particular product, etc., yes or no, if you can sell it and if you cannot, right? So obviously here, this is a Nike product. It shows that I can sell it. If I couldn't sell it, it would be a red box and it would say no. It would say you are not eligible to sell this product. Now, that's not to say you cannot sell a product. You just have to request the ungate, right? So you'd come down here, right on this eligibility row, there'd be a little manual ungate button. You click into manual ungate, it brings you to your Amazon account, and you can there request to ungate, see if you get the auto ungate, or obviously you get the order confirmation receipt, invoice, whatever you can come up with to ungate that particular brand. So that's the yes or no brand question, right? Can you sell it? And if so, are you ungated? Now, the second one is a little more interesting, right? So we have this variation. We have this alert box. We have the variation box. And it's going to show you a whole lot of different things. For example, right, if we pull up a hairspray, if I could type, obviously we would expect hairspray to be hazmat, dangerous goods. And so if we pull up a different product, you would see a DG here, and if I am right in my suspicion, this hairspray should be dangerous goods. So it said, you see, you are not eligible to sell this product, just what we were talking about. So it's hazmat. Yeah, hazmat, dangerous goods, same thing. It actually has both. And so here it's going to essentially tell you what sort of program this particular product is a part of, right? Hazmat, dangerous goods. If you know you are enrolled in those products, you're good to go, nothing to worry about. However, if you know you're not in the dangerous goods program, this is obviously something you have to be mindful of. Now, there's a lot of different other alerts that are going to be showing up here. There's a private label alert, right? So it's essentially a signal that says anytime a product has less than 3 historical offers on the product, it suspects private label. Now, that's only a kind of a suspicion. It's just a numbers thing. If the product has less than 3 offers, it's going to show that alert. But that doesn't necessarily mean it is a private label product. You have to do a little bit more digging to kind of uncover whether it actually is a private label product or not. There's a lot of Nike, Adidas, Under Armour products that have less than 3 sellers, right? So obviously in those cases, they would not be private label. Some of the other ones would be size related, right? So either it be oversized, large product, which is obviously going to be more expensive to ship, things like that. But essentially, these two boxes are going to unpack A, are you ungated? And B, any sort of alerts that you should be mindful of, any sort of alerts that you should be cautious of before you buy a particular product. So starting at the top, first question, can you sell it, right? That's number one. Number two, does it sell, right? In terms of a velocity, quantifiable metric. Now, there's a couple of things to be mindful of here, right? These two items, BSR, estimated sales, are going to be the focal point, the first initial step, right? Obviously, the BSR is going to be sales rank related. It's going to be categorically related. And so if going back to our Nike shorts, these are going to be obviously in clothing and shoes. So this is saying it's ranked 2K in clothing and shoes, which is very good. However, going back to our alerts box, this is a variation product. Obviously, we see different sizes, colors, styles, whatever the case may be. And so remember, right, this is important. Anytime there's a V in the alert box, we know it's variation related, which means this sales rank is not super helpful, right? Because we know sales rank is a cumulative metric. We know sales rank is contributed to by all the different sizes, colors, styles in the listing. And so this 2K sales rank is of course velocity related, but it's not velocity related particular to this size, medium, short. It's velocity related regarding all the different variations. So the sales rank isn't super helpful. We have to do a little bit more digging when we're actually talking about variation listings. Same thing here. All this is doing is it's correlating a specific sales rank to a number of sales. And so SellerAmp does a whole lot of smart things in the background that says, okay, a 2,000 BSR rank in clothing and shoes sells 5,000 times. 1,000 may sell 7,000 times. A 7,000 may sell 4,000, 3,000 times. All it's doing is kind of like making that correlation to say, this is how much something sells, or this is what the sales rank is for this particular product. This is how much that same product sells. Again, with variations, we have to take it a step further. Now, in this case, right, we're going to want to do a little bit more digging on the variations. Of course, we have Keepa down here that essentially tells us and validates that this particular product sells. We see the offer counts going up and down. We see a lot of movement in the buy box and, of course, the offer count. So clearly this product sells. We can take it a step further. And now we're not going to focus too much on Keepa in this particular video. So we're going to go very, very quickly in this section. But, of course, we can sort by reviews or ratings just to see and have a general idea in terms of our particular product, which is the BYZ, right, ASIN, ending ASIN, medium black shorts. Should be one of these top couple. If we match up the short, we should find it quicker, the picture. It's one of the, probably this. So we can see this one has, you know, over almost 300 ratings, about 3% of the reviews, and Keepa also kind of helps us out. That says, okay, this particular product sells about 1,000 times per month, right? And so, moral of the story, long story short, right? Anytime we see the V, anytime we see the sales rank and the estimated number of sales, we just have to be mindful that that's a cumulative metric. Doesn't necessarily pertain to this particular variation. We just have to do a little bit more digging to really understand, given this particular variation, how much is it selling in the overall scope, as well as how that kind of fits into the puzzle of this particular variation. Now, working down this chart right here, we also see the cost. And this is where it gets kind of cool, right? Because that third question that we mentioned is, how profitable can you be given a particular price point, right? So we know, obviously we can see the Keepa chart right here. We could also see the bigger Keepa chart down here. We have to understand a couple different things. First and foremost, SellerAmp helps us out with having the actual sale price currently, where the buy box is currently, and of course it does the math in terms of like based on our criteria, what's the max buy cost of what we would want to be buying something at. And so, you know, 20% margin is something that I personally shoot for on my products. And so SellerAmp kind of does that math in the background that says, okay, given this current price of $38, our max buy cost is 18, right? Gives us the profit right here. You could also turn on ROI if you're an ROI tracker. And then, of course, that we'll get into this at the end. We can go back and kind of match it and trying to fit a buy cost into our entire product conversation, right? But getting back to the profit conversation, a couple of other things to be mindful of. This doesn't necessarily mean it's the price that you can accurately expect to sell it at, right? That's just saying that's what the current buy box is. We want to do a little bit more digging, right? We come down here. And, of course, this isn't going to be a Keepa in-depth tutorial video. I have plenty of those existing already on the channel. There's more to come. But in this particular circumstance, we see the product is pretty maxed out, right? $37 in the past, you know, a couple of weeks. It's maxed out to 37, 38, 39, 40, right? So it's definitely an inflated market at this point. If we take the last 30 days, right, looks like a lot of the market has been spent between that 29 and, what is this, 30, 32-ish, 30, 29, 33. So that's more realistically probably a long-term trajectory of where we can expect to sell the product, in my opinion, right? I would want to be profitable at 29 to buy this product, 29 and 33 to buy this product. And so we can actually adjust this, right? And so we can adjust this to what our expectation is, call it 33, and now we have a new buy cost target. SellerAmp does the math for us if you enter in the right numbers on our behalf. We could also toggle with the price, right? So say our target price is 14, we go to our site, and now we realize the actual price is 19. Well, we can adjust that and kind of see where that fits in profit-wise for us. We could also do some kind of quick math in terms of this buy cost, right? So say our listed price is 25, and we can buy it on sale with a 10% coupon code, whatever the case may be. All you do is multiply the star 0.9, and it's going to take that 10% off for you, right? $22.50 is our new cost, right? Same thing. If we buy it at 20 and take 25% off, all we're going to do is multiply by 0.75 or 0.75. And it's going to help us out $15. Of course, we see $7 profit, 20% margin, all good things, right? In terms of really adjusting and understanding how we can use our numbers to make decisions, right? So that's number 3. Can we sell it? Was up here. Eligible, alerts, variations, buy, dangerous goods, hazmat, all those sorts of things. Of course, ungating inside the app too. How many times does it sell? BSR, estimated sales, variations, dig deeper, understand how a variation fits into the overall equation, and then how much profit can you make, cost, sale price, all that fun stuff. Now, it doesn't end there. That's like the face value, how we can use it to analyze a product inside SellerAmp. Of course, we could see other things too, right? So we come down here. Some other information here, right? Amazon share buy box, never on listing, that sort of thing. I adjusted my box here. The other cool thing, right, is breaks down the fees right here. $5, fulfillment fee, referral fee, all that sort of stuff. Whoops. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is where it becomes a sourcing a tool, a sourcing assistance. Because we can see all the other sellers that are on this particular product, right? All the other sellers, whether it's FBA, FBM, how much they have in stock, which isn't necessarily super reliable, and the price points in which they're listed at, right? And so in this case, we really see there's only one seller, interestingly enough, driving this product down. But in terms of sourcing, right, a lot of our newer sellers in this space are going to be best served by focusing on reverse sourcing, right? Which means starting at a product and using the adjacencies to find other products, whether it be digging deeper into the brand, other sellers, other variations on a particular product, those sorts of things. However, when we're looking into other sellers, SellerAmp makes that super, super easy. And so if we're in here, right, we're on this product, maybe this is a profitable product for us. Maybe we're buying it for 15, selling it for 35, 33, whatever the case may be, profitable. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it many more times on this channel. Good products always hang out close to each other, right? Profitable products are always going to be really, really closely knit together. When there's one, there's going to be more. And so, in my opinion, one of the best ways to source is once you find one good product, squeeze everything you can out of that. Squeeze more out of the brand, of course, out of the different variations, and in this case, other sellers. And so the theory is, if all of these sellers have found this product successfully, the theory is they've probably found more, whether it be this brand, other variations, etc. And so sourcing through these sellers is always going to be a more efficient way to go about it, right? And so I can actually click into any of these particular sellers, right? I can see the reviews in which these sellers have accumulated. And so in this case, right, I'm going to click into this guy right here, pushing UPCs right here, listed at $39.98, a competitive price. Now, I may not look into, say, maybe this guy, right, because they're listed at 47. It's probably a higher market. Their buy cost probably wasn't as good. And so I'm going to click into this push-in UPCs, and this is going to give us a breakdown in terms of their entire kind of catalog. It's going to give us in the middle a breakdown by brand of what sorts of brands they're carrying, as well as categories and other information in terms of like the total license and stuff like that. However, we can really start to filter these products pretty quickly, right? So maybe I want to source specifically for Nike. Click into Nike. Now I have a list of all their Nike products, and now this is where it really gets powerful, right? Because I can start to qualify all these products pretty quickly. Because I can see as I'm sifting through all this information, I can make a quick deduction of what that keeper chart looks like in terms of us, right? A lot of these, this one's really stable. This one's, trending between 25 and 30. I know based on that 25 to 30 buy box, I need to be buying it around like $10. So I can make all these deductions fairly quickly. This product was at 40 a couple weeks ago. Now it's down to like below 30. I can understand trends really quickly just from a little snapshot of these keeper charts on the right-hand side here. Again, creating efficiencies with our sourcing. We want to just be consuming as much data as possible and sifting through storefronts that are interesting and related to the products we've already won on is going to be a really, 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 really good way to do that. And so going back to this product, right? So for example, trending between 25 and 30, I can actually click right in to Google and start to sift and source for this product. I already know what the market looks like. I know what the trajectory looks like. I know what the market is, and I know what to buy it at. So I don't need to go into the listing at this point. Again, this is very preliminary, but if I even see remotely close products, well, it's game on from there, right? And so I can really start to make a lot of these deductions quickly, right? I can look into new brands too. Maybe this is a new brand for me, Zarbee's. I can understand, oh, shoot, Amazon's on all these products. I don't want to deal with Amazon, so I'm going to keep it moving. Made that decision, filtered through 11 products in 5 seconds. Neutrogena. Maybe I want to look into Neutrogena. I don't have any Neutrogena experience. Bang. Amazon. Amazon's not on this one. Price points between 25 and 20, 20 and 25. I know I need to be buying it at about 10. Game on. And so I can really make a lot of these deductions fairly quickly in storefronts. And so at the net of it, right, I can filter through a storefront in minutes, right? And that's 94 products that I don't have to go through one by one. I can use the SellerAmp efficiencies that it provides us to make and to create and to just digest a lot of information very, 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 very quickly. And so that's in the storefront, right? I can really analyze, pick apart different storefronts, work through a lot of product information in a pretty quick manner, and allows us to just consume a lot of data and sift through a lot of products to find the winning ones, right? Because that's all OA is, especially as a newer seller with not a lot of, intricacies and experience. It's looking through 500 products to find the one good one. It's looking through 1,000 products to find the 2 good ones, right? And so the quicker you can get through those 1,000 products, the quicker you'll win, and the quicker you'll find that next product. And so that SellerAmp, the storefront stalking feature is going to be huge, huge, huge for us. Lastly, and we'll wrap up here, is, and we kind of already brought this up, is right, we can use this Google to price match products to kind of quickly analyze and understand what the different market is, but it also works the other way, right? So if I'm on a particular product, I'm manual sourcing on a site, for example, right? I find this product is maybe marked down significantly. I can run our SellerAmp extension and pull up a list of prospective listings on the right-hand side here to do, again, some very preliminary research in terms of, oh, I'm buying this for 32. This is priced at 64. Let's dig in deeper and to validate all the other things that we're looking for to make sure this is a good buy for us. And so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're not using SellerAmp, make sure to check it out. Go check out a free trial on their website. But more to come on this YouTube channel, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me. I appreciate all the love and support.